How many pieces of pizza do you consider to be a meal? If you're eating pizza as your main entree meal, how many pieces would you need to eat to comfortably feel full satisfied? Well, when I eat pizza I cut it into 4 slices instead of 8 because I can't eat 8. I always do 4 skull. A pizza is a meal, anything less is a snack. 2-3 slices. The whole thing 10-12 slices lol. 1-2. Depending on how hungry I am, the amount of toppings on the pizza, and if it's thin crust or regular or deep dish. Like 2 pizzas. 2 pieces should do the job with 2 chicken wings thumbs up. When I'm good and done. 2 slices, but I have no self-control when it comes to pizza so I eat 6. Probably 2 and an ice-cold Coke to feel satisfied, but I have no self-control and I'll house that. Entire thin crust Domino's or DiGiorno's. Especially if I've been drinking. Technically, probably 2. But how do you eat less than 4 or 5? I'm surprised there are men here saying that 2 slices of pizza is a meal. How big are these 2 slices cause that doesn't cut it? All of them. 3. Depends on the size of the za. Full satisfied? 1.5 up to 2 14-inch pizzas. But sadly that is not really healthy, so usually most I will eat is 1 9-inch pizza. Depends on the pizza. The thinner it is, the more I can eat. A NY style is probably half the pizza. Detroit is probably a quarter and Chicago is probably like 1 lol. 2 slices of a large, 3 of a medium. Otherwise I get too stuffed. 1 whole pizza. Or half a pizza and a box of breadsticks. I'm a binge eater. Least I work out so I can stay pretty. What sort of a question is this? The whole thing. I usually have a pizza for myself. Goddamn, no wonder I'm fat. People really out here eating 2-3 slices of pizza and calling it a day. While I eat 2 pizzas in one sitting. At least 2. 3 Australian pizzas though. They're tiny 1.5 Costco-sized pizza slices. 2-4 depending on size, 1 if Costco. 2 is pretty standard for me. Went to Cece's today. First plate was salad, pasta and 2 of the little garlic bread pieces. Second plate was 3 slices pepperoni, spinach, and a dessert slice. Then 2 of the small brownies and I was done. Depends on how it's sliced, but your stereotypical pie slices too should do the trick with potentially a third if I haven't ate anything all day. 4. 2. 2. If you only cut it in half, you can claim you only had 2 slices. 2 in a small salad. Squares or triangles? What's the size of the pizza? Is it thin or thick? Deep dish? What toppings? Do I get soda? How much soda? How greasy is it? American or Italian? My whole pizza and then the slices my kids can't finish. 2 slices, and I don't eat the crust. Europeans here eat the whole regular size 12? Like a normal thing. I was surprised at first, thinking pizzas ordered were for sharing. 1 whole slice plus 3 pieces of crust along with all the remaining cheese and toppings. Typically order a small. 3.5. Depends on how you slice the pizza. Back in the day, I could eat a whole pie. Nowadays 2 slices is enough for me. 1 if it's a New York slice or 2 from a normal large pizza. All of them. How big is the pizza? The whole box, lol. That's why I've banned myself from eating pizza. Well, Personally, I can scarf down a whole pizza by myself and still be hungry. But if we're talking about normal human portions, I'd say 2-3 slices should do the trick. Unless you're really starving or something. Then go ahead and eat the whole damn thing. No judgment here. Until my stomach says stop. Half a large, however many slices they cut that into. 2 should do it. Drunk me, however. 2.53 if they're normal slices. Tell myself 2, knowing I'll let myself cave for 3. And hoping I don't cave for 4 even though I know I will. 2 pieces is the minimum for lunch. Usually 3 or 4 is dinner for me. 3/4 of a takeaway pizza usually. Now, I indulge myself the whole thing. But I'm usually full after 3/4. 6-8. Even my 10 and 7-year-old girls can eat 4-6 slices depending on the day. They are full-size pizzas too. A full medium-sized pizza is a meal to me. I have a habit of eating all 8 slices of my 10 bars pizza that I make at home. Just one, with a salad. This reminds me of the joke about the guy who was asked if he wanted his pizza cut up to make 4 or 8 slices. The guy says 4 because he couldn't possibly eat 8. I consider one slice with a more substantial source of protein and a salad to be a meal. Otherwise, it's an unhealthy snack. Depends on the kind of pizza we're talking about. But all I've been able to afford for a while is cheap ones, read as little toppings as possible. As small as they can legit make it, etc. So it's almost always been the entire pizza. Depends on the slice. Generally 2-3 with no sides for like chain delivery type sizes. I can and often do eat a lot more. But I'll be fine with that if I can leave it alone, lol. 4. Minimum 4, maximum of all. 4. 2-4. Depends on how hungry I am. I noticed last night that I just keep eating slice after slice and never feel satisfied. I then started to eat the salad we ordered along with it and started to feel satisfied. It's funny, when eating things with low nutritional value, our body never trigger that they are satisfied because the body is craving nutrients, and if it doesn't get them it just keeps saying more. I learned that a few years back from a friend who was heavily studying nutrition. And I have found it to be true. I didn't feel satisfied until I stopped eating slice after slice and just devoured a large salad. 2 if I'm feeling normal. 4 if my feeling like a fat ass. All of them. Trick is to load it up with toppings. Like at those build-your-own pizza shops. Then you are getting meat and veggies beyond just the bread and cheese. If you do it right, you only need 1-2 slices and are full. Yes. 1 round 12 slice, thanks, I'm on a diet. 4. Half a Costco pizza. Sometimes a slice more. 1-2 with salad. I usually won't finish the second. My husband eats an entire pizza. My kids eat anywhere from 2-4 pieces each. At least 2, sometimes 4. 5. Depends on the size of the full pizza. Medium, I might eat 4. Large, 2, maybe 3. When I feel sick. Whatever is in the box. I am buying a pizza, then I am eating a pizza. I don't measure my spaghetti byt the strand. I am fat. A meal? Pretty much until I hate myself. 1 medium. Or 5 slices of a large. Just enough to make me feel awful, but thankfully that doesn't come until after I stop eating. 3. 2 large pizza slices. All but 2 or 3. I could eat those remaining slices. But I like to save some for lunch the next day.